What is going on, everybody? Going live randomly. It's a nice day today, so I don't expect too many people to chime in right now. But I got some things I want to talk about. Anthony Joshua's new energy, and Yordenis Ugas still being a champ. So that means if Ugas is still the super champ, that means only Errol Spence Jr. belts will be on the line when he go against Manny Pacquiao. So I guess WBA didn't want to take their belts back from Yordenis Ugas. They couldn't just give him that and then just take it away. Maybe he's promised a winner or something. But we're gonna talk about Bud too, because if this is true, that Yordenis Ugas is still the super champ, that means Bud needs to hop on Ugas. But then there's some problems there. Newfound energy, AJ. What's going on, bro? I see you in the building. Yeah, AJ got a lot of new energy, man. I wish I could catch the stream when the UK boys is up. Get them over here. You know what I'm saying? But they'll see it later, and they're going to be dropping their little sneaky comments later on in the replay. But AJ got a lot of new energy now. Let's talk about AJ first. AJ got a lot of new energy. Salute to Terry Smoot. What's going on, bro? I see you in the building. AJ got a lot of new energy, man. Yes, Ugas is still the champ, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think, is the WBA people, are they like, I think they like Puerto Ricans. But either way, the Ugas is still the champ. Yes, we're gonna talk about AJ. We're gonna talk about Anthony Joshua because this newfound energy that he got, we got to talk about it. We got to find out where did this energy come from, because prior to Wilder Fury announcing their third fight, you was quiet as a church mouse. We didn't hear nothing from you. You barely was going back and forth with Fury. Oh, he got a rematch clause for Ugas, bro? He talking about he an elite fighter. Wilder fought tomato cans and, all this other shit, right? That don't even sound like AJ, though. Now, did anybody hear any sound bites of him saying this shit? Because honestly, that don't even sound like Anthony Joshua. That could be somebody just trying to get some shit going. And really, it looks like a bunch of cloud chasing, because Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder about to fight for a third fucking time. You haven't mixed it up with neither guy, bro. You haven't mixed it up with neither guy. And it seemed like every time there's a fight with AJ looming, it seemed like it's a struggle just to get made. Even the Fury one, even though we know why the Fury fight was on hold or whatever, there's always something with this guy. You know what I'm saying? It's never just a straight fight. You see how Wilder made the Fury fights? Easy. 50-50, boom, let's get this show on the road. But with AJ, it's always a struggle. Back when Anthony Joshua and Wilder were in talks, when the negotiations was all out in the public. And like I said before, when that shit happens, the fights don't happen. That fight negotiations was all in the public, going back and forth in the public. That fight was never going to happen. We didn't know it back then, but moving forward, we know now that when we hear these fights in the public and shit, they numbers and what they getting, these fights don't happen. Salute to my man Pound for Pound Sports Entertainment in the building. What's going on, bro? Y'all go subscribe to my man Pound for Pound. But AJ got a lot of newfound energy. He's an elite fighter. You know what I'm saying? Dude can't even conquer America. You want to know who an elite fighter is? Lennox Lewis was an elite fighter. You know what I'm saying? He knew that he couldn't do what he wanted to do fighting over there. He had to come over here. AJ has yet to win a fight in America. And I like AJ, but now this is war. Because you claim you want to fight Wilder, but we been want to see that fight. It should be you and Wilder fighting right now for like a third time. But nah, Tyson Fury hopped his ass on in there. You know what I'm saying? Bob Arum came out and said that any guy who loses to a fucking Andy Ruiz isn't an elite fighter. He says AJ says AJ and Hearn in 2006. Oh, it gotta be, bro. Come on, bro. Help me out with these excuses. We've been following this shit for years. What they say? Yeah, I remember when the pressure was on, right? The pressure was on. You know what I'm saying? The pressure was on. He said, "You fight Wilder. You fight Wilder." He told the fans to fight Wilder. And I see you, Mr. Cheesehead B. Salute. Hit that like button too. But I see you. I gotta respond to that. He says Wilder chose to fight Fury. Let me put it on the screen. He says Wilder chose to fight Fury. Okay, Wilder chose to fight Fury. Why? Because it was a fucking easier fight to make. They had Wilder all in negotiations in the public. Oh, I want 50 million up front. Oh, you gotta take a flat fee. Oh, you gotta do this. Okay, Wilder said, okay, I agree. Next thing we know, he got to fight a mandatory in Povetkin out of nowhere. And it has to be done within like 7 days or some bullshit. Eddie Hearn pulled out his last bag of tricks. That's what happened. Oh, we all know that. We all seen this shit happen. Wilder was on their heels. He would say, okay, I'll take the flat fee. Next thing we know, he got a mandatory coming up. Then we fast forward to the zone shit. The zone themselves came out and said they dropped the ball on the Wilder deal. They came out and said that. Anthony Joshua never showed any real urgency to fight Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury. And y'all know I hate Fury. But AJ never showed any real urgency to fight either guy. These dudes about to fight a third time. So where did this energy from Anthony Joshua come from? I don't even think it's really him. It's probably just him just trying to attach his name to something. Because these dudes are actually doing something. Or I'm not one of these tomato cans he been knocking out. But a few of those tomato cans you didn't even want to fight. Luis Ortiz being one of them. Eddie Hearn signed Luis Ortiz just to keep him away from AJ. How crazy is that? And now that Wilder and Fury signed a contract and the show is on the road, now he want to come out and start talking. He hopped out the bushes once everybody left. That's what happened. Yeah, thank you, GK Black. Fury is a snake, but at least he ain't tripping off fighting in America. Exactly. Fury come over here anytime. He a crazy motherfucker, so he don't give a damn. AJ scared as hell. Y'all remember that fight with Ruiz? He was terrified. He's an AJ's cash cow. Who cares if he's the cash cow? He ain't fighting no other top heavyweights. Wilder and Fury fight each other for a third time. They're the only two dudes fighting each other at the top, the three-headed dragon. And they fought each other about to be on a third time. Where AJ at? There's always a struggle to make a fight with that guy. Eddie Hearn gonna be talking this and that. You best believe if Wilder smokes Fury within 4 rounds, like I said, you won't hear nothing else about no Wilder Joshua. Watch. Fans gonna start coming up with excuses again. Eddie Hearn gonna be coming out with excuses. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to downplay Wilder just to make like he don't deserve the fight, quote unquote, again. You know what I'm saying? We know the game. This is what they go do. Yeah, he pulled a Ryan Garcia. Bro, he was spooked. He was so scared. He was so scared. Fight here in America is a whole different animal. He was terrified. But you an elite fighter. You know what I'm saying? You an elite fighter. You got knocked out by a chubby dude. A short, chubby dude beat you up, man. If we want to take away all the bullshit Fury did, at least Wilder lost to a fucking giant of a man. You lost to a dude that you should have hammered into the ground. Mr. Elite Fighter? Yeah, AJ, you started some shit now. I was waiting to do this. I've been waiting to hop on here. Luckily, the UK dudes ain't up. And where all these American AJ fans at? They don't want no smoke when I go live. Every time I go live, they don't want no smoke. He said, I know you ain't talking about Wilder. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Because Wilder fought Luis Ortiz twice. And Tyson Fury about to be a fucking third time. Who did AJ fight in comparison to that alone? Who? They both got shared common opponents in Brazil. Wilder smoked them. Also, Brazil said that Wilder, AJ hits like a little girl compared to Deontay Wilder. Yeah. So who was AJ fighting? Usyk. Oh, he got a rematch clause too, by the way. He got a rematch clause for Usyk, a cruiserweight. A rematch clause for a cruiserweight. But you're supposed to be knocking out Deontay Wilder next, though, right? You're supposed to have us believe that you're really confident this time that you're going to make a fight with Wilder if he smokes Fury, which he is. He's going to smoke Fury, and AJ is going to go into hiding. Watch. This guy Craig Smith and everybody salute, but you're going to be hiding. You're going to be hiding. They're all going to be hiding. Watch. Yeah. Bermane Stiverne was the champ at the time. AJ got vacated belts and shit. Stop. At least Bermane Stiverne was a guy that was, a defending champion and shit. AJ got his belt handed to him on a silver platter. Them motherfuckers didn't even know Deontay Wilder was going to make it as far as he did. But he did. Mr. Elite Fighter. Actually, really is clout chasing, though, if we're honest. He clout chasing. He jealous. If that was really AJ, though, right? That don't even sound like AJ to me. But if let's just say, for the sake of the video, it is. It's a clout chase. He's clout chasing. He always talk about, I got to fight my mandatories. I got to fight my mandatories. Well, now you got to fight your fucking mandatory. Be happy, because that's what you like to do anyway, right? Yeah, but you mad because Wilder and Fury about to make millions once again each other in a big fight with a storyline behind it. What do you got going on, Mr. Elite Fighter? What do UK dudes at? It's 12 o'clock over there probably. They ain't want no smoke anyway. They ain't want no smoke. Well, all these AJ American fans at too, though. Where y'all at? I like AJ, but it's war now. It's war now. What's up, JK? He says, Malik said it best. Ortiz was someone else's problem, and Deontay took care of him twice. Exactly. Because he was supposed to be fighting AJ, but Wilder said, you know what, I'll go ahead and fight him, give him some paydays, because if I don't get this guy a fight, nobody will. He won't be able to eat at all. He won't. I gave him 2 paydays so he could take care of his family. You got to beat me, but I'll give you some paydays. AJ didn't even want to do that. AJ didn't even want to do that. This is why I hate. See, Wilder got that old school. That's what them boxers back in the day used to do. Yeah, my dude need a fight. I'll fight him. He go, I might beat his ass, but he go get paid to take care of his family. These boxers today don't do that shit. They blackball each other and shit. Oh, nah, he ain't gonna eat today. Fuck you, all that shit. Man, these dudes crazy. He said we need that belt, Ugas. Hey, man, looks like Ugas is still the champ, bro. It looked like Ugas is still the champ, man. So now Spence, all the pressure is on Errol Spence now. Manny Pacquiao has absolutely nothing to lose in this fight. And that might make him really dangerous. But Terrence Crawford needs to hop on Ugas. But there's going to be a problem. And you already know what that problem is. Ooh, excuse me. Bob the Blame Arum. Bob Arum is going to be a problem for Crawford getting any fight. I'm hearing rumors that he might be fighting, what's his name? That's a stupid fight. It's a cheap fight, and that's a fight that Bob will likely give Bud on his way out. You know what I'm saying? Instead of paying for a big fight and all that, Bob will give him a cheap fight on his way out. Take it or leave it type shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Crawford's going to be able to fight Ugas. Why? Because of Bob Arum. Bob Arum is going to put a halt to all that shit. Bob Arum ain't going to want Terrence Crawford to run off with 2 belts and then go to PBC and shit. He said Ugas is a cheap what? Ugas is cheap though? Should be. Yeah, you're right. He should be cheap. But you know how it is when they come with Crawford. They want a lot of fucking money, bro. Ugas might be asking for the 10 ball. Everybody want 10 at least to fight Terrence. Even the guy that beat him already probably gonna want 10. We gonna see. They need to make this Crawford Ugas fight if this still super champ shit is true. Right? Sounds likely. I don't see them just taking the belt away from Ugas like that after they gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? But now Errol Spence got a lot more to lose. He got a lot more to lose. Pacquiao got absolutely nothing to lose in this fight. Probably one of the first times Pacquiao like where he has absolutely nothing to lose. You know, he's old. He's on his way out anyway. He gonna probably fight like it's his last fight. You know what I'm saying? You said Bud versus Ugas in October, Gerald. I can dig it. It needs to happen. I don't want to see Zepeda or any of these other guys. I don't want to see none of that. Reach's Prograde is cool, but I doubt they'll put I doubt Al Heyman to put Rougarou in there with him right now. You know what I'm saying? That's not a good idea for Rougarou. But to beat up Rougarou. But Ramirez, he coming off a loss. You know what I'm saying? And Zepeda, who wants to see that? He went tooth and nail with Hank Lundy. Crawford ran Hank Lundy out the ring years ago. Only option is Ugas. But is Ugas gonna play hardball? Or he gonna try to take that scalp? That's what we need to know. He says Errol's gonna pancake Pac. We'll see, man. We'll see. Pacquiao hasn't got pancaked since Marquez, and it took him like 4 or 5 tries. Salute to my man Roger Brodnick's in the building. What's going on, bro? Yeah, we talking about AJ's new energy and Ugas being a champion. AJ fans had a lot to say in the comment section the other day. A whole lot. A whole lot. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot to say, but they don't got no answers as to where this new energy came from. Why is he clout chasing off Wilder? Why you mad at Wilder all of a sudden? Why you ain't mad at Fury? He the one that bamboozled you and millions of dollars. Everybody just mad at Wilder. See how that shit goes? Wilder didn't do shit. He just wanted his opportunity back that he deserved. The world hates him. Even the brother from the UK. Instead of putting all that energy on Fury's line, the conniving bitch ass, he goes take the shot at the brother from America. That's what he did. I'm elite fighter knocking out tomato cans. Fury ain't knocking out nobody though. See how they put all the energy on Wilder? Why? Because Wilder is the most important figure in the heavyweight division today. I don't give a fuck about how much money Anthony Joshua got. Deontay Wilder's the man. Because all the energy's focused on Wilder. Wilder ain't said about a shit. He ain't said nothing. AJ talking shit to him. Instead of Fury. Fury been lying to y'all for months. All year. He knew about the arbitration. Actually, they all knew about it. AJ knew too. They all knew about the arbitration. But they tried to act like it didn't exist. They tried to speak it out of existence. But it turned out to be true. And now AJ mad because he got to fight his mandatory in Alexander Usyk. Usyk might be fast as shit and might be AJ's toughest fucking fight for no reason. Just because he wasn't motivated for it. He said, I ain't mad at AJ. I think he's building a wild fight next. I mean, he better be. He better be. You know what I'm saying? I really hope so, Roderick. Because talk is cheap. Wilder and Free about to fight 3 times, bro. Wilder Brazil fought 2 times. Wilder Ortiz 2 times. Motherfucker 2 times. 2 times. You know what I'm saying? AJ, what you doing? Well, you always say you like to fight the mandatories. Yeah, he said that weeks ago, dude. AJ was late as hell in his response. I know shit. I know y'all got social media over there in the UK. He heard that shit. He been knew about that. You just now coming out with a response to that? Wilder said that shit a minute ago, man. He gonna knock you out in devastating fashion, yeah. He gonna knock you out just like Ruiz did. Actually, way worse. Way worse. I think AJ gonna be scared. When Wilder starts swinging them fucking hands, he gonna be scared as hell. I mean, I can't get over the thought of how he looked when he's about to fight Ruiz. I've never seen a professional fighter at that level that fucking scared in my life. I've never seen a fighter that scared before. He looked terrified of that Ruiz. He can't even conquer America. He said, wait, what'd you say, AJ? Hold up. He says, Dan Rayfield asked Free about having to give Wilder payday when Wilder doesn't want to give. Yeah, bro. I mean, that's just how the game goes, dog. We just gotta wait till July 24th. That's all I gotta say. This should all be over. Cause that's some bullshit. Nope, they're not gonna grill Loma at all. And I'm a Loma fan. They're not gonna grill him. They're not gonna grill him at all. They're not gonna be any media guys that's got the balls to grill him. And they likely blackball the guy that will grill him. But they're not gonna say nothing about Loma and his excuses. Even though I do think Loma got slighted on that fight, but that's neither here nor there. They're not gonna question Loma like they will Wilder. They're not gonna do the things that they do in the Wilder did to Loma. They're not gonna do that. No. Loma's from a whole nother land, and they won't do that to him. They go treat him like a guest. You know what I'm saying? They go treat him like he never lost. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes. That's why I said I can't wait till July 24th when this shit is all over. And Deontay Wilder's champion once again. And then we're going to see what fucking AJ is talking about. Because that's the fight that should have been happening anyway. That's the fight that should have been happening anyway. If he didn't run off and fight his mandatory and Povetkin, we could be talking about Wilder Joshua, or Joshua Wilder 2 or 3 right now. Now he's on the outside looking in. Because he got Eddie Hearn, they be playing hardball and shit and coming up with excuses and reasons why fights don't, you know what I'm saying? I remember all that shit, dude. I remember all that shit. That Wilder Joshua saga, I was heavily into that. I remember every fucking thing. Everything. Give me $50 million up front. Wilder had the $50 million. AJ changed his whole song. Oh, I want to fight in the UK. What do the people want? Who cares what they want? Give us, you know what we want. Oh, whoever the fans want me to see fight Knox. And all this shit. After every fight, we expected him to say some fire shit. He say some bullshit. He can't even play it off. He's so damn scared. He can't even fake the funk. Yeah, I want Wilder Knox. He can't even do that. He gonna ask the fans and shit. Fans gonna want you protected. They gonna want you to stay away from a killer. So I ask again, where does new energy from AJ come from? Oh, J.K. Wilder is boxing's whipping boy, dude. He's boxing's whipping boy. There is, like I said, it just take away the boxing shit. Just the negative. Just Wilder is destined to succeed. There's too many people against him, and he's trying to fight through all the odds. He's gonna succeed. There's no way. There's no way a guy like that is gonna fail. And I can't wait. It's gonna be a glorious day when Tyson Fury's dick in the dirt, or he's knocked up into the fucking upper room. Glorious day. And then we can get this show on the road with AJ. The real America versus UK fight. Because nobody cares for Tyson Fury like that. But the Wilder Joshua fight, that's a bigger fight. Much bigger. Much bigger. He said, I'm capping AJ with bang. No, based off of what? Based off of what? Based off of what? Wilder getting fucking bamboozled by Fury in a second fight? What? Based off of what? TK? I'm capping hard based off of what? AJ will bang up Wilder based off of what? He got a rematch clause with Usyk. He ain't even confident he's gonna be at a fucking cruiserweight. What makes you think he's gonna beat one of the most lethal punchers in boxing history? Who's laser focused with nothing to fucking with a killer mentality. AJ don't even got the mentality. Tyson Fury just crazy. AJ is he don't even got the mentality. He didn't even conquer America. What's up, Latch Puma Skills? I'll see you in the building. You said Fury only got serious after those. Yeah, that's what it seemed like. But hey, I guess he had to show the people something. You know what I'm saying? What Fury gonna do about what Wilder's gonna bring? What can Fury do that he hasn't done already? He used every dirty move in the book. Used everything, did it whatever it took to get. They did everything possible to get Wilder about the way. But what they gonna do for a third time? How they gonna do it again? Tyson Fury's not gonna be able to knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Nobody still has answers for why Wilder got a dent inside of his head and he wasn't laying on the floor unconscious, shaking in convulsions and shit. Nobody explains that. I'll tell you why. Because Deontay Wilder's tough as fuck. That's why. Tyson Fury couldn't believe that man was still standing. That's why. He couldn't believe that dude was still standing after everything they did. Hit him in the back of the head like 13 times. All types of shit. He's a fucking animal. Fuck that boxing skill shit. He's in there with a fucking killer. Heavyweight boxing, who cares about all that? Oh, the skill, who cares? Over 220 pounds throwing leather, somebody's going down. But, bro, he knock him out backing up. He can knock you out with 1 second left in the fight in the 12th round. That is the most dangerous fighter on the planet. I'm not listening to none of the negative press. I know what the fuck I see. And I'm more of a technical type of guy. But Deontay Wilder is a rare breed indeed. 212 pounds, knocking out dudes 260, 270 pounds. That's a freak of fucking nature, man. That's like me knocking out fucking Luis Ortiz. Cause I'm like 220 or some shit like that. I'm not a real heavyweight. But still, how the fuck is this dude doing that shit? AJ don't want no smoke with that. He got to show me that he can fight in America without freaking out first. At least Fury get his crazy ass on a plane to fly over here and fight. I give him credit for that. I give Fury his credit because he is a fighter, a warrior. He'll get his ass in that ring. He'll get his ass in that ring. He may not be the most fair motherfucker, but he will get his ass in that ring. AJ had to take Ruiz to Saudi Arabia to beat him. How he could just fight? he took him to Saudi Arabia. They had a big ass extra size ring. You know, the drug testing probably was very lenient. All types of shit, man. Just to make sure he get his belts back from Andy Ruiz. He couldn't even go back to America and let Ruiz get his shot in America. Remember that? Ruiz wanted to fight here unless they gave him money he couldn't turn down. Remember that? I know y'all didn't forget that. Ruiz wanted to fight here because he won here. Hey, I'm the champ now. We fight here. No, AJ didn't want to do no part of that. They got him over there in the Middle East. They got some investors to throw a lot of big money in front of that fight to get a Ruiz to go over there and get AJ them belts back. Wilder don't fight. The Wilder don't have those type of benefits. Whoever you are, however you are, you go fight. I'm not about to take you to Saudi Arabia. I'm not about to have an extra size ring and all this other shit. I'm just go fight you. Straight up, fair and fair. Now, Fury, he's not a fair fighter, so Wilder got caught slipping. But it's okay. It's okay. But where does energy come from AJ? I'm an elite fighter. Bob Arum thinks otherwise. The legendary Bob Arum thinks otherwise, AJ. Yeah, see, they controlled everything. Ruiz gave up his rights so they can control everything. You know what I'm saying? You said couldn't care less if Fury did his head again. Hey, you know what I want Wilder to do to him? You know what I want Wilder to do to him? Let's just say, I hope we never see him again after July 24th. Ever. Period. Nothing. Gone. Let's just say that. I hope that happens. Because he ain't going to be able to do that to Wilder without no fucking tricks. Wilder could do that with his fucking fist. And that's a fact. Jack. Yeah, man, they be over here talking shit. We got states bigger than country. Man, wait, ooh, man, I was going at it with some UK fans hard for some years too, boy. But this AJ Wilder shit, oh my God. See, Fury didn't even exist. He didn't have no fans at that time. You know what I'm saying? It was Wilder versus Joshua, and it was just crazy. It was a crazy battle. We ain't going nowhere. I don't go nowhere. I know for a fact Wilder's going to win this fight. He's going to win this third fight, dude. Everybody knows it. That's why Fury is avoiding it. He ain't going to be able to do them tricks again. He was praying that this didn't happen. But he's so good. He's such a good bullshitter. He's going to play it off and everybody think everything's all good. That motherfucker is scared as hell. Now they got Joseph Parker in camp with him. What that's going to do? What he going to do? He didn't want to fight Wilder either. F.A. Ajagbe. What? Tyson Fury's getting knocked out. He's getting knocked out. Yep. Yep. They want to wish Wilder away, bro. They wish he didn't exist, bro. Because let's be honest, Fury is a safer fight for AJ. He ain't really got to worry about getting hurt too much unless Fury wants to cheat him too and do some dirty shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to worry about nothing like that for Fury because Fury can't punch. He can't punch for shit. He don't even sit down and punch. He don't do nothing. He's a big bullshitter. So that's an easier fight for AJ. Plus, AJ got the size to deal with his size. But Wilder, forget about it. AJ will duck a punch and be scared and be on the ground, scared as hell. He'll be scared as hell. Not to say AJ couldn't beat Wilder either. I just don't think he got the heart. I think it'll come down. I don't think he got the heart. Yep. He'll get hit and fall to the ground. It'll hurt so bad. His adrenaline when he'll be going, it'll hurt so bad he'll fall to the ground. I think it's a heart thing between them two. Wilder got the more explosive power. AJ's the bigger man, probably stronger in strength. But the heart. A lot of UK guys be quitting. Let's talk it. Let's talk about it. They be quitting. You say Harold Scorn is whatever. Okay, Harold Scorn has knocked him down. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? He says AJ has the size to deal with Fury. Says, but yeah, he has the size to deal with Fury. Fury gonna be doing a lot of holding and a lot of bullshitting. Wilder don't do none of that. He's more of a sniper. We don't know what Wilder 2.0 is gonna look like yet. But we know Wilder is the faster guy too. Them fucking right hands and them punches look fast for a heavyweight. None of them dudes is punching that fast with that ferocity. AJ is a big muscle blunt guy. Wilder's explosive. Cut right through your soul. AJ's scared, man. Yeah, I said it. AJ is scared. He would have been made an effort to fight Deontay Wilder. He's glad that Tyson Fury got Wilder out the way temporarily. He was glad. He should have been pissed off. I wanted to beat Wilder first. I wanted to beat him. But these boxers today ain't cut off like that, man. He glad Fury got knocked Wilder off the throne. He glad. Now we go have a little UK showdown in the UK where the world really don't give a fuck about. You can't get the world involved if America involved. And Wilder is part of America, whether you love him or hate him. Wilder versus Joshua is a bigger fight. It's a bigger fight. Nobody cares for Tyson Fury like that. Not really. They're just glad he got the big black guy out the way. That's all. It ain't got nothing to do with none of the other shit. They just glad that he got him out the way. Fury ain't got no real fans. He got some fans, but he ain't got no fans like that. He ain't packing no arenas out here. He did horrible numbers when he fought Otto Wallin and Safari. Now that shit did horrible. Nobody came to see that dude. Yep. Wilder's going to explode on this guy, Terry. Explode. I can't wait to see the new Wilder. I can't wait to see what he got. And I can't wait to see if it translates to the ring. You got to think. Wilder made it this far bullshitting. Taking shortcuts, bullshitting. Kind of neglected the fundamentals. And this dude been training for about, almost 2 years now? Just nothing but training. Probably with nothing but revenge on his mind. Probably nothing but Tyson Fury on his mind his whole fucking time. And when people say, Wilder said he didn't have proof. Yeah, of course he said that. You know why he said it? Because he's a real one. Yeah, because if I showed the evidence and the proof, I wouldn't be getting this third fight. This motherfucker probably be in jail. But nah, I don't got no proof. Nope, I sure don't. I want to get my hands on this motherfucker again. See, a lot of guys today can't really relate to nothing like that. Nah, I don't want to call the police. I handle this shit myself. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what black folks, we don't be calling the police and shit. Nah, we rather, that's wilder. Nah, I'm not about to get them involved. Nah, I want my fight again. Nothing happened. He got me. Beat his motherfucking ass. That's what happened. Yeah, he didn't have no proof. Yep. Because since he ain't had no proof, now he get that opportunity again. Because they showed that fucking evidence of what the shit that motherfucker did, then he wouldn't be getting no third fight. But now he wanted to get back in there again. That's a warrior. He didn't get beat up and say, I don't want no more. Nah, I want some more, motherfucker. Let's do it again. See, a lot of men can't relate to that. Because he got done wrong. So he wants a fair one now. I'm going to come in there just how I am. Different mindset. And aware of your bag of tricks. Fury probably coming up with a way now. I can see him doing some bullshit like disqualifying himself or doing some bullshit. I can just see some shit like that happening. Him get doing so much dirty shit that he get pointed out and shit. I can see some shit like that happening. Just so he can kind of look for a way out of the fight. Team Wilder better talk about that too. Tyson Fury, they're gonna do whatever it takes. Because he's not gonna have any floppy gloves this time. There's not gonna be no glove shit. None of that this time. All that shit's on the table. Now you gotta fight me mano a mano. Now what's up? Are you gonna survive 12 rounds again with the Bronze Bomber with no tricks, no bullshit? I don't think that's possible. Not with a guy with those type of intentions. Wilder got some really bad intentions. You can see it in his eyes. Bad intentions. And you best believe was Wilder knocks Tyson Fury the fuck out, AJ ain't gonna be nowhere to be found. This newfound energy he got is gonna slowly disappear. Fans gonna start coming up and protecting him, standing in front of him again. Eddie Hearn gonna start talking about we need this, we got more belts, how many arenas you packed, and all this other shit. Watch. He ain't gonna be willing to lose AJ like that. AJ is likely to lose against Wilder. He probably never be the same. He'd be mentally fucked up. Yeah, he got past Ruiz, but Ruiz is a guy that he should have been able to beat in the first place. Deontay Wilder been his rival for years. Where you been at? Where was his energy years ago? But yeah, moving forward to Ugas. Ugas is the super champ. He's still the champ. So if Ugas, I'm not gonna put this on Crawford. Everybody always play everything on Crawford. Crawford needs to. How about Ugas try to fight Crawford? How about that? How about Ugas make an effort to go unify with Terrence Crawford? I'm sure Ugas shouldn't be that expensive, right? He shouldn't be. He shouldn't be that expensive. Not like a Pacquiao or Spence or even a Porter. He shouldn't be that expensive. So we should be seeing Crawford and Ugas in October. Unification fight. Both guys need that fight. Both guys need that fight. Crawford needs that get back, and Ugas needs to, fight against the fucking pound for pound king again. Why don't you go ahead and do that, Ugas? Why don't you make the fight? I'm about to go on his Twitter and start talking to him. Tell him to make the fight with Bud. Because when I seen that interview, he didn't really want to talk about Bud too much. He was talking about Mikey. What did Mikey do to deserve a shot at you, bro? You see how fans like to say, oh, he didn't do nothing. What did Mikey do? We haven't seen him in years. Watch. It's bullshit. Ugas should make an effort to fight Terrence Crawford. Yeah, Wilder pisses these people off, bro. He pisses these people off. They think he gonna lose based off of what? Nobody can explain anything. Nobody can explain How he get a dent in the side of his head and he wasn't on the ground unconscious? Nobody can explain that. So that means tell me, because and the funny thing, CSI was on last night on TV, and they mentioned something about somebody's skull getting a dent in it. It was crazy. I should have had my fucking phone on record. And he said how many pounds of pressure it takes to crack a human skull like that, which like human do it. Another human busting the whole human. He said it'll take a blunt force object and a certain amount of whatever. Type sphere is big enough to do some shit like that. Yep. Got a dent inside of his head now. Nobody has any answers for it. Oh, Fury just put on a lot of weight. Oh my God, man. I hate y'all. I put on a lot of weight too. I can't dent a motherfucker's head. Break my motherfucking hand. That's what'll happen. You'll break your hand before you crack somebody's skull, fool. God, I tell you. These people, man. So he ain't gonna be able to do none of that shit in the next fight, though. None of it. It's gonna be a totally different fight. I wonder how his approach is gonna be. And be waiting for him to find a way out. Be waiting for him. He ain't gonna be able to do none of that shit. None of these glove tricks. None of that. There ain't no Mark Breland. None of that. None of that. It's gonna be a totally different fight. And I expect him to look for a way out by disqualifying himself, illegally, a lot of illegal blows, a lot of rabbit punching. I expect to see something like that if he's able to get off on a grappling exchanges again. It might not be that easy this time. He won't be a woozy Wilder this time. He'll be a fired up, ready to go Wilder. Probably stronger than ever, too. He might knock Fury out via body shot. Straight right to the body. Put his big ass down. Well. But yeah, where AJ get that energy from, man? Yeah, pound for pound. So I gained some weight and now I can crack skulls. This is what the shit these guys are saying, bro. So if I gain 400 pounds, I can crack skulls. Bro, I can't make this shit up. Dude said if you put on some weight and you could crack a skull open. Oh man, the lengths people go to defend a cheat, man. Jesus Lord. But that's why guys like your boy Bushido exist. Because I'm gonna tell it to you like nobody else gonna tell it to you. That shit crazy. This dude did it this guy's head, but couldn't put him to sleep. How you did somebody's skull, you couldn't keep him down? How couldn't he keep this dude down? You see that one picture with Wilder and Fury? Wilder standing up, he was kind of beat up and shit. He was looking at Fury out. Fury looked scared as hell, like, how is this man still standing? I gotta get up in there with that again. I gotta take my hat off to him for that. But you gotta get up in there. Yeah, you gotta get up in there with that demon again. Yeah, you sure do. Yeah. Karma. You gotta reap what you sow. You didn't woke a beast. Wilder actually said he's glad this happened to him. He said he's glad this happened. He said this needed to happen. It got him focused. That was a good thing. I don't think you're gonna see. I don't think Tyson Fury beat a focused Wilder. I don't think he's gonna beat a focused Wilder. It's just, I mean, it's crazy. I don't see him beating a focused Wilder. Nope. Fury not serious enough. He's not serious enough. And really, none of his tricks ain't gonna work again. No Jack Reese. No Oblivious. Kenny Bayless. Just almost like he wasn't even there. Just none of that shit. Yep. Tyson Fury dad worried because he ain't in camp plotting. Joseph Parker came into town. What he go do? Nothing. He barely fucking. What he go do? He was supposed to fight Wilder years ago. He got scared after the what fight was that? Was it the? I I want to say it was the Areola or the Spilka. One of those two fights. He didn't want no smoke after that fight. You know what I'm saying? Start downplaying them and shit. He don't sell tickets. They start doing that shit. We heard this story before. This is what they do in modern age boxing. If the threat's too real, we gonna find a way not to fight them. And then hopefully we can get the fans behind us too. Instead of meeting your maker. Instead of taking a chance. That's why I respect the bantamweights and shit now. Actually, I've been respecting them little dudes. Them little dudes always fight. Heavyweight division, they don't really got too much of a choice. There's not too many of them. And ironically, AJ has never mixed it up with either Wilder or Fury yet. And never show any real urgency, in my opinion, neither. He wait till the fight gets signed, sealed, and delivered for him to come out and start talking shit. Come on now. He wait till the car left all the way down the road a mile away before he started getting on this megaphone talking shit. But nobody go question that behavior. Why you wait to that? Why you just didn't fight Wilder during this pandemic or some shit? You wouldn't even have to deal with no Usyk. Fans that'll trump anything Usyk. But see, Wilder was hell bent on Fury anyway, so yeah, he's hell bent on Fury right now. So I don't think nothing would have. I think Wilder wants Fury above all else right now. So we gonna see after Wilder knocks Fury out where AJ gonna be at. I'm gonna be looking for him too, and I'm gonna be looking for all his fans. Hey, yeah, I wouldn't even call those bums. You know who? You know TK, Spilka, the Staverns, the Washington. Those are real warriors. That's what they are. I refuse to call those guys bums. They got up in there with the fucking bronze bomber. Stavern twice. He knew he stood no chance. He got in there. He was terrified walking to that ring. Like he knew he was walking to his doom. Gerald Washington couldn't compete, but he got up in there anyway. Luis Ortiz twice. Exactly. Yep. Real warriors. Where's AJ? Where's AJ? AJ didn't even want to fight Ortiz at all. At all. Spilka got up in there before fucking AJ did. Salute to Spilka. He's not the same no more, nothing now, but he did his thing in the fight too. Gave Wilder a little bit of trouble. I refuse to call those fucking guys bums. You get up in there with a fucking heavyweight. See how that work out for you. You think it's easy. You get up in there with Deontay Wilder. Like AJ told you to. You fight Wilder. I can't believe he told the fans to fight Wilder. He was getting so he was getting so tired of fans telling him to fight Wilder. He said, "You fight Wilder." He said, he told you to fight Wilder. That's how scared he is. This is just cloud chasing, and he knows he's safe right now. But when he had no fights lined up, that dude was quiet as a church mouse on a Tuesday. Quieter than Alaska at midnight. I mean, you couldn't hear. Quieter than outer space. Nothing from him. Where is AJ? You know what I'm saying? Nothing. Yeah, he ran. He said Wilder was supposed to fight Becker. Yeah, he popped hot, and then he fucking tried to fight him anyway, and all that bullshit. See, these dudes was popping. Remember that? Wilder was trying to fight guys. They was popping hot. Everybody was popping hot. Dudes were trying to cheat. Man, these fighters know. The fans could talk they shit, all that. Respect to the ones that gets in there with them. But these motherfuckers was testing positive and shit back then. Y'all remember that? Everybody got short-term memory when it comes to shit like that. They want to remember all the bad shit, but they don't want to remember none of that. These dudes was testing positive. Wilder couldn't even get us out of fight because dudes kept testing positive. All the motherfuckers was on something. Crazy. We forgot. He said, let's pull out Wilder's record. We don't need to do that. It don't matter who we fought. We know how Wilder came up in boxing. But guess what? He's here. He's at the top now. Who gives a fuck who he fought? Who gives a fuck? He wasn't even supposed to beat Luis Ortiz. He wasn't even supposed to beat that guy. Talk about who he fought. It don't matter who he fought. Where AJ at? Pull out who he fought. It don't matter who he fought. Now, all those dudes wanted to fight AJ because that's the easier, safer, quote unquote, more lucrative fight. Of course they'll hop in there with him. Respect to the ones that went the bronze bomber route. God damn it. Way more fierce fighter than AJ. I'll hop in there with AJ before I hop in there with Wilder. Yep. Sure will. Why? Because Wilder is fucking lean and fast. AJ's a big muscle-bound motherfucker. I'll try to run around. No, I'm just talking shit. AJ a fucking monster. But still, Wilder knock his ass out. All right with the home team. All right with the home team. AJ didn't want no smoke. Mr. Elite Fighter. Yeah, AJ got those belts, but man, come on, man. Them belts got handed to him on a platter, dude. Stop with the bullshit. He got them belts handed to him on a platter. Handed to him on a platter. Charles Martin was a layup for him. He got the IBF belt. Then who else he get after that? I forgot how he even got them belts gave to him on a platter though. But he never wanted to fight Wilder. Actually, he was highly rated in every sanctioned body. I remember, like his 15th fight round when he fought Dillian White. He was highly rated in every sanctioned body. He could have fought Wilder, but he went the Charles Martin route. Luckily, Wilder was compassionate back then. He said he didn't want to hurt the guy. But then he started talking shit. Remember that? AJ started talking a little shit, and then Wilder caught Wilder's attention. Like, oh, you really want smoke? Nope, he didn't. Went to like a how long negotiation thing with them? That shit was a long time, that little saga. Like, what, 3 to 6 months or something, they was going back and forth in public with negotiations. And, you know, Eddie Hearn coming out saying this, that, and the third. He was terrified, too. Eddie Hearn was scared as hell. They didn't believe that AJ can go up in there and just beat that guy. Tyson Fury just crazy. That's the difference there. AJ ain't crazy. When we talk about who fought who, I need to see Anthony Joshua conquer America first. I need to see him win one fight here first. Until then, everything else is irrelevant. It's all irrelevant because he can't even win a fight here. He was scared as hell. He had to pull Ruiz to the fucking Middle East, man. He didn't even fight in his home country. He had to pull him to the Middle East. But he had every advantage. He was calling all the shots. He said Wilder ran from Klitschko. Are you kidding me? Wilder started boxing late as fuck. Klitschko did not want to fight Wilder. He could have fought Wilder. He chose to fight AJ instead. He actually wanted to, what was it about Bermain? They did not want to fight Wilder, dude. These guys know. Yeah, Klitschko may have got the best of Wilder's fight. That was a young, reckless Wilder. But he knew that Wilder was going to be a problem. Wilder's going to be a problem. I want you to return, TK. July 24th. I'm going to be here. I will say win, lose, or draw. But I know Wilder's going to win. That's how this story is going to unfold. The Bronze Bomber knocking out Tyson Fury within the first 4 rounds. Then he calls out Anthony Joshua. And then we go see what AJ wants to do. If he has some mysterious mandatory to fight. We got to see if he has a mysterious mandatory. Hit that like button for your boy. Because he always got mandatories when it comes to Wilder. But, yeah. Off that real quick. because I ain't got that much time left. Um, yeah, so if Ugas is the super champion, he needs to go after Terrence Crawford. Bob Arum may be the problem in that fight getting made. I'm just being honest. I don't think Bob Arum is going to be willing to give Crawford a nice little lucrative fight or a decent fight on his way out. You know what I'm saying? He may be trying to get Bud a cheap fight on his way out. You know, so we can't really blame Bud at this point. I mean, we could blame him for some old shit, but if we go continue doing that, then we can blame anybody for anything else. So, I mean, Ugas should be the play for Team Crawford, in my opinion. Ugas should be looking at Team Crawford for a fight and unify. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Pacquiao Spence is fighting. I mean, why not y'all fight? You know what I'm saying? Sean Porter, do you want to fight him again? You know, what is he bringing to the table? Do you want to fight Keith Thurman? I mean, what does he bring to the table? Why don't you go fight Terrence Crawford? And this with Errol Spence, he just got that much more to lose now. I think he's going to win a fight. But, yeah, Pacquiao has nothing to lose. And that's going to make it a dangerous fight for Errol Spence. If this is all true with this, you know, him not getting elevated back to super champion status. It's gonna be a dangerous fight for Spence. He got a lot to lose. The pressure's gonna be on Spence to win, look good, perform, everything. You know what I'm saying? The Team Pacquiao knows this. They know the ins and outs of boxing. They know the tricks, all that. They know that Errol Spence is going to have to not only win but kind of look impressive doing so. Because even if he wins like a split decision or something, it's not gonna look good for him. You know what I'm saying? Because you lost against an even older, long layoff Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman had a little bit. Pacquiao had a little bit of momentum when he was fighting Keith Thurman and all those guys. You know, he was fighting them kind of, you know, but he's been off for a while. So Errol Spence, a lot of pressure is on him to perform in this fight. And I think he's going to get the job done. I think he's going to be prepared. But anything can happen when you're dealing with Manny Pacquiao. You know, anything can happen. You know, he can come out looking like Nonito Donaire. You know what I'm saying? Just turn back the hands of time for that fight or something. Or he could look like a really old fucking man. But with that, thank you guys for stopping in with your boy. We just had to talk about a few things. Hit that like button on your way out, and peace out.